I am Jax, son of Shred. So, welcome to the DJAXX Show. I got a coffee. I got some tires that I could sit on. It's not bad. Nice little office. I got my town in the back, and I'm surrounded in nature. And I got my guitar. All right, this is a pretty good setup. What do you think? So, what's the date today? I don't know. Do I even have a phone on me? I might. Flip phone, how you like that? 9:11. It's presently 9:11 after 9 a.m. Sunday, November 9. November is the 11th month, 9/11. But the word November originally is supposed to be the 9th month, November. To all the truthers or whatever, I wouldn't say enlightened, but people who know some stuff already know this. But the calendar, how it was all changed, daylight saving, changing time, and then this calendar, the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar, and the real timekeeper and the real clock is the sun, the moon, and the stars. The sun dictates the global warming, the temperature, the seasons. But then in any case, yeah, the moon, it's a nice calendar when you follow the moon cycle, and the moon affects the water and the tides, and we're composed with a lot of water, right? So November is supposed to be 9. It's in the word. September, set is 7. October, octo is 8. Deca, December, deca is 10. But they flipped it on us. The April Fools. To me, I think the Persians have it there. Probably other people's too. The real, well, you can make it how you want, That's what's fun about this experience, is you can do your own thing. You could believe your own stuff. You don't have to be told what to do it, what to think. That's the freedom we have. Freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom. Everybody likes freedom. You want to be free. Free at last, free at last. My butt is cold, but nobody made me sit on this cold ass tire. I did it out of my own will. Validity. In any case, I should have tuned the guitar. The lighting is not the best either, but we're gonna do it anyways. Oh yeah, so I'll pick that up after. So make sure you remind me to pick up the cigarette butt. So I'm gonna tune this. Why the heck is it an F? FG. This might take a while. So I'll be here for a while. So feel free to grab a coffee or a drink or some food, some breakfast. Breakfast, we break the fast. All right. So what am I going to do today on the show? Well, might talk about New York. Might talk about religion. Might talk about life and death. Might talk about the future, what's going on. I'll talk about what's going on in my life. And of course, we're going to do some music and bring it all home with a message. Can you hear me? Yeah. So, this is a music channel, and we like to throw in a little life things, health things, history. So it's winter here. Winter has begun. It's beautiful. I love it. We love it. We're up north by the 49th parallel, right before the James Bay. There's a lot of history here. There's a lot of history everywhere. There's a lot of culture. A lot of fishing and hunting. And woodworking, working with the wood, working with nature. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. I say we because we're not alone. So, probably gonna do a little short clip with the something, but yesterday I was messing around and I came up with now I'm gonna try to remember. Okay, no. So I came up with that. I don't know what scale that is, but to me that's a scale right there. That if right? So we could figure it out what this is. So I know I could start at the bottom and it's an E, but we could skip all the way up here because I know this is an A. A, B, so A sharp, B, right? A, B. There's no B sharp, we go straight to C, C. So that's a C here. C sharp, D. So that's an E. Was it that? So it's an E. So okay, so I guess I found an E scale, but over here. So yeah, I like that scale that I found over here. I'll look into it and see which one it is. Is it the E minor, E pentatonic, E whatever, E, there's so many, but I just like the sound of it. All right. So it's we had a nice big snowstorm. I'm a new driver. I'm clean. I used to drink a lot. I'm clean now. So it's 9/11. So I'm celebrating my anniversary the date with my girl. And then, so yeah, in 10 days, I'll be 10 months clean, which is fun, which is nice. I'm working on my health. Right now, my problem with my health is the coffee and cigarette and the sweets. I gotta cut back on the sweets, the desserts. Too much desserts and too much coffee and cigarettes. So this is what I need to work on next. But I had sleep apnea. I was living with. I have sleep apnea. Bad. I have it bad. Um, so I never dealt with it, and I was alone for a long time. But now I'm not alone anymore, and so because I'm with somebody who loves me, she helped me, and so I have I've treated my sleep apnea. I got the CPAP machine. I got the prescription. I saw the pneumolog, and I did the thing, man. I did what I had to do. And so finally now, I think it's like my third or fourth night that I'm actually breathing and sleeping properly. So if you do have sleep apnea, you should treat it. Now there's the there's the I hear some people working. So there's the poor man's trick. You could tape your mouth closed, and then you just breathe by the nose. But I got the machine, and it's permitting me to sleep properly. Right. So when I did you should have seen the look on this woman's face, the pneumolog there. She looked like she was gonna cry. She felt for me. She was like, "Oh my God," like terrified. Like, I can't believe I've been doing so. They give you these tubes and they test your breathing. You go home with it and you sleep 2 nights and you put this tube and it checks your breathing. And so my results were that I would stop breathing like 50 times per hour, and every time I would stop breathing for like 40 seconds. So you're not breathing, and then you're like, you're basically, so your brain is not getting oxygen. It causes all kinds of heart problems and depression, irritability, loss of memory. You're fucking tired all day. Oh Lord, I was tired all day. I was in the bush, working in the bush, and I'd have to fight to stay awake. I was on the ATV falling asleep. If I was in the helicopter, I'd be snoozing right away. I couldn't. I'd sit. We'd take off. Oh yeah, look outside. Oh, we're flying. Knockout every time. Hey Dave, wake up. We're here. We gotta get out. We gotta go to work. And oh man, and so I had this shit for years, maybe even a decade or two. I don't know when it started, but it started a long time ago. And so I met the love of my life, and I was turning my life around because, we all have this divine spark inside, your fire, your light, but it gets dimmed, and life takes a toll on you, and it'll, not everybody makes it, man. A lot of people don't make it. A lot of good ones. So much potential. It says to be fruitful and multiply. Like if you look at nature, that's what nature does. It be being. We're beings. We're creatures. We're beings. So that's what we do. That's our purpose. To be. Just be yourself. Free expression of yourself. And love is the it's like the the natural thing, you know, way of being, like a baby, like a newborn baby. There's no hate in the baby. It's innocent and it's pure and it's got love. It's got light. It likes to laugh, you know. It's hard to play with the cold hands, huh? Gotta warm up. So I went a little bit all over the place. The sleep apnea, love of my life, doing better for myself. So yeah, we're it's important to come together. You know, people can really make a difference helping each other out. You know, parents, family, friends, neighbors. You know, a small act or just being there to listen or to support or to, you know, even the smallest of action of kindness can go such a long way, you know. So rest in peace to our brother that we lost, Nick Jeudi Lamour. Rest in peace, brother. You are missed, and we all loved you. We still love you. So, Priest says he transcended with the ancestors. You know, and that's what my grandfather told my aunt. He said, "Oh, like death, it's like a graduation. You know, you move to the next step. But while we're here, freezing our butts off, we want to stay warm. So there's a lot of darkness going on. New York City! What's going on in NYC? New York City, the greatest city in the world when it comes to influence and money and fashion and culture and trends. New York City used to be huge, used to be the greatest city in the world. Now, not so much. Not so much. If you are a fan of history, you will see a trend. There is a trend, people. Pattern recognition. There's a trend. Empires rise and fall. And so kingdoms and empires, they all rise and fall. But behind the scenes, there's always these malakas that seem to do okay. They seem to survive and gain power and then keep the power within these little tight little groups. And those little groups, they serve a dark lord, a dark energy, a dark force. And us, me and my people, we serve light and love. We are light workers. We like light, love, laugh, life, you know, live. Now, so that's it. Spiritual battle between good and evil. Simple, easy peasy. Doesn't need to be complicated. We don't need no isms. So, New York City got a new mayor. And what else is going on? Well, I mean, I'm not teaching you anything new. There is inflation, times are hard, there's a lot of fuckery going on where they're telling us we need to be vegan or whatever, we need to not kill animals or eat animals and not wear fur. We're supposed to care about the planet and not pollute, but all these other fuckers are polluting the fuck with their guns and their bombs and their bombs and all this consumerism and all these businesses and all this crap, this garbage that they're selling left and right, and the mining and this and that. So we're going back to nature. A lot of people are changing their ways. You got the van life, you got people growing their own food and going back, leaving the cities. So what's the trend? So the trend is, again, they love the human sacrifices, they love war, profit, all this crap, scarcity, with the banking money system and all the food and all the stuff. They like to create this scarcity thing, but we have abundance. There's enough wood, forest, land, and food for everybody. So it's time for people to wake up and get on board, and make small efforts. I know it's hard to change our ways. We grew up under the boomers, who grew up under the others, and then we have the Gen Xers and us. I thought I was a Gen Xer. Now I'm a millennial, just right there at the border. But and then you got the Zoomers, and then the new babies. So we have to learn. We need to stop with the hate and it's okay to criticize and to figure out what are the problems, but then we can work together to find solutions. So yeah, and competition can be healthy. A healthy competition helps. It's nice. Like if you're playing a sport, you want to play against the other team. You don't want to hate the other team, because they're there to help you to play the game. You don't want to play alone, right? So we're living in interesting times. We have our creative minds and our all these things. And we're all connected now with the internet. And so, and even without the internet, you could make small differences at home in your communities. Yeah, I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it short. I wasn't prepared. I know it's a little boring, wasn't very funny. I didn't give that much knowledge, but still, there is a little bit of a message. I'm just having fun, people. To the 12 people watching, just having fun, but with time, I'm gonna try to make some more interesting stuff, more prepared. But in any case, so this is just my me talking to myself, which I enjoy, and that's it. I will wish all you guys love and health, and enjoy life. Be yourself and enjoy authenticity. This is beautiful. It's very beautiful. You want to see? Want to see what I see? There it is. That's where I live. That's my home. People heating with wood, and we're surrounded with the forest, the nature, ATV trails, hunting and fishing. Yeah, I mean. All right. Peace.